So, hey, if you guys are just joining us, thank you so much for being here. We've been talking vampires. I'm Joe. That's B Dave. I made B Dave promise before we went live. He is going to help me make the perfect Dhampir character for when Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft comes out and I find a table to start playing. So I'm going to open up ye old character builder on D&D Beyond. Here we go. Cool. My tab is here. We can name them last. What do you say, B Dave? Let's find out some things.
Names are a big deal for me. So
yeah,
okay,
names are a very big deal. Big decision.
So firstly, I live for this. I am a valid min-maxer. I am Captain Crunch for sure. What level are we starting this character at? Because that's important.
Let's start them somewhere crazy. You know what? Let's start somewhere I don't get to often. Let's start them at like level 10.
Perfect. Now, what are you envisioning as this character's purpose? For people that don't play a lot of D&D, I say, what other character from pop culture, what TV show or movie would you like to emulate? You are a pro, so being like, I want him to be frontline, backline, heal, support. Like, where's your head at here?
Yeah. Look, I'm going to go low hanging fruit. Okay, I'm going to go the character that was the intense hated rival in the first season of the anime, and now in season 5 is now fighting alongside our heroes.
So we're making Prince Vegeta.
Yeah, we're going a little Vegeta. We're going a little Anubis from Ronin Warriors. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, deep cut to Ronin Warriors. Bravo.
Quake with fear, my friend.
Anubis.
You know what?
Let's shout out to my. Just name him Anubis. Let's just do it.
Let's do it. Okay, yeah. Let's make Anubis the Dhampir.
Wow.
On
Google it, kids. When we're done here, Google it. Yeah.
Oh man, it's not good, and yet it's amazing.
Oh yeah. I don't know how well Ronin Warriors is aged.
I went through the whole thing like pretty recently, and it was pure nostalgia for me. I feel like if I went in, like as an adult, I went into Evangelion for the first time, and it's obviously very good. It's Evangelion
helps if you were there though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, absolutely. But even that, I was like, I feel like I didn't need the nostalgia powers. Ronin Warriors kind of needed the nostalgia powers.
So Dhampir is way down near the bottom.
Yep. Here we go. Boom.
Yep.
Race is chosen. Okay, so let's get in here.
All right. I'm gonna pull this up on my own screen so I can see it full. No, somebody asked me Aaron Lore if I ever found that wasp. I didn't. And also, just for you all's edification, when I say that wasp was right above the door, I don't know how cropped I am. If you can see my doorway back there, you see the top of the door? Literally on the other side of that was the wasp nest. I sprayed it and I sprayed it so it was gonna fall, and I went to squish it and it vanished. It was just gone. I don't know where that thing went. Seeking revenge, undoubtedly.
It'll come back. This is another reason to make sure you're paying attention to everything B Dave makes, because at some point that wasp is showing up.
True. I will be brought low by what I've done. So hang on. I'm creating a character here as well. So I'm gonna have the same thing in front of me. So I'll be able to also Anubis the Dhampir. Like, we're joking about this, but this is a thing I would actually do.
Absolutely going to happen. I feel like if you've just got like a filler episode at some point coming up and you need new to roll in,
there it is.
I'm on the sidelines.
So but lay on the people what that says real quick there about the Dhampir there, a little bit of flavor text that you have.
Yeah, absolutely. So, poised between the worlds of the living and the dead, Dhampirs retain their grip on life and yet are endlessly tested by vicious hungers. So these are your, the vampire needs inside them, and yet they're fighting it somehow, whether that's through, a serum, if you want to go full blade and give them some flavor, their artificer friend has to constantly make them their serum, and that's a cool idea. That's definitely happening at some point.
Yep.
Or through other means. They've got to meditate during their long rest. They've got to drink animal blood, that kind of thing. They're fighting to maintain their humanity. or not. You know, I don't want to judge
Or
what
not.
kind of table you're running. Yeah.
Yep. You know, and so a Dhampir, just for your own edification, this is somebody that has a vampire ancestor. You could go full blade, you know, a vampire bit your mom while she was pregnant, but you know, somewhere in the past you had a vampire, and this is starting to manifest in you. This is also one of the new lineages that is not necessarily a race as such, which you know I'm a big fan of. So a Dhampir can look like anything. On Black Dice Society, Finn is a Dhampir, but she looks like a drow. So now we got to pick our attributes here. So before we go any further, we got to start thinking race and class right now, because this is going to dictate what attributes. So, you know, I am, of course, an avowed proponent of multiclassing. And you got a high enough level here that you can go one of two ways that I myself recommend, understanding that, of course, you can do anything you want. You can go the Grave Cleric Assassin Rogue route, which is the path of violence. You also can go the Gloomstalker Echo Knight route, which is also a path of violence.
You know what? I've never messed with an Echo Knight, so let's go that way.
Excellent. So if you're going Echo Knight, I would say Strength and Con are the things that you're gonna want to hear. You will be able to attack 8 times in the first round, by the way, with the build that we're about to do.
Well, this is going to be lovely. Let's see here for extra language.
I want you all to know this is fresh off the dome, by the way. He's like, you're going to build a character. I was like, don't say anything else. I'm going to put 0 thought into it. So this, what you're seeing me do, folks, is how it goes down.
I'm absolutely digging this. Let's see here. A little abyssal, never hurt anyone. Or actually, you know what?
I mean, abyssals hurt a lot of people, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll go abyssal for that extra language. Now here's our size choice, since we're sort of thinking about like what shape, what kind of sort of character we're taking on here. You know, we were sort of going this Anubis route, but last time I made a character on stream, they were a human. So what do we want to do here? Let's go. Who would be like the saddest person to end up being a Dhampir? Probably an
ASMR. Sad angel. But yeah. There's no wrong answer, because it's for flavor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, well, we got to go ASMR. That sounds so tragic. Anime turncoat character.
It does kind of sell itself. Yeah. I mean, like you've got people that are making fan art of Anubis, the Dhampir ASMR now, by the way.
Yeah.
Again, to clarify for you all, chat, mechanically it is a Dhampir, but it presents as an ASMR. Would have like been born and raised and grown up as an ASMR.
Yes, exactly. And oh God, B Dave, right now you and I are literally like writing an Evanescence song, and I'm very into it.
Do you know I know them, right? Like that's why I'm in LA. I was a bodyguard for Evanescence. Did I say you this? Yeah, that's why I'm in Los Angeles. I was a bodyguard for Evanescence. I know all of them. We grew up together in Arkansas. That is true.
For weird subtext to chat, which is of no importance to the stream, and I apologize. B Dave and I met. At least on this end, I was like, this guy's pretty cool, and I very much want us to be friends. And then the world immediately ended.
True.
So
the apocalypse
I find out fun things about B Dave like that just on stream and during work.
So having been in the room when Evanescence songs got written, I can verify that statement is accurate. Yeah. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
The door started creaking because the wind's blowing. I'm like, it's the wasp. It's come back seeking revenge. It's here. It's time. Yeah.
Wasp is back at you.
All right. So I would say for the build I'm recommending here, you're gonna want 5 levels of Gloomstalker Ranger.
Perfect.
So we're gonna crank this to 5. I'm doing it over here as well. Proficiency is dealer's choice, though. Dealer's choice. Wait. I mean, you never go wrong with stealth. Is if you're stealth, perception, and athletics are my choices for a fighty person, but this is however you want to do it. Especially
for a Dhampir, I feel like those are also just solid things that would be Athletics, stealth, perception. I dig that.
Athletics is for grappling. Yep.
Of course, favorite enemy.
Again, I always go humanoids because that's so general. You're like, I
Yeah.
hate bipeds.
Well, it gives you some room too,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
To play. It's like I hate the gang that like destroyed my town.
Now,
The idea of the gang can apply to a lot of different things.
I will say on a meta level, you can go two different ways here that are less common but would be very compelling. You could hate celestials because of what you've lost. You could also hate undead because of what you are for favorite
Oh,
enemies.
I wish I could hate them both. We're gonna go Celestials
Yeah.
because that's the most alkaline trio emo thing I've ever heard, B
It
Dave.
it doesn't
And
come up often, but when it does, you're like, you forgot about me. Yeah, yeah. No, you full Anakin
uh-huh.
Skywalker. Full Anakin Skywalker.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Digging that.
Perfect.
Yeah, killing those celestial younglings.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man. This
Um,
the women and the children too. So what's
not
your
like, well,
yeah.
definitely not the desert because he can't like sand.
Yeah, that's I'm glad they cities is not an option anymore because that was always overpowered. I mean, I think a
Mhm.
lot of campaigns just spend a lot of time in the forest. But there's no wrong answer here. I mean, again, if we're tripling down, I mean, if you knew the kind of campaign, I would say you adapt to that. But if we're tripling down on
Right.
emo, Underdark should be like, I don't
Yeah,
know, you hate
100%.
celestials and the Underdark. You're like, I stalk the dark places.
Yep. Yeah, it's not a phase, Dad. This is who I am. Um,
uh,
let's see here. That fighting style. I mean,
again, if the core conceit is stacking up attacks, I vote two weapon fighting.
yeah, and I mean, two weapon fighting's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It just is.
Mm-hmm.
I think blind fighting's fun. I mean, there's advantages to all of them.
Sure.
But two weapon fighting, man, come on. Ever since the first day I ever discovered like Unreal Tournament and held two guns in my hand, like two weapon fighting all day,
100%. Yep.
all day. And then of course we're going Gloomstalker. Yeah.
Gloomstalker.
We're going
Because
and then
of Dread Ambush here, by the way, is why we're doing Gloomstalker. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
got it. And so our ability score improvement, or do you want to take a feat?
Let me look at the. I'm a feat.
This is a weird sentence. Are you a feat guy?
I mean, we are on Twitch. All things being equal, I tend to alternate the two. I tend to take the boost one and then a feat on another one. So believe it or not, I would say the alert feat.
Oh, I love alert.
Because not only is it generally good, you'll find I'm always just pro acting first, especially if you're a spellcaster. You can debuff and control the environment. This build is predicated on moving quickly and being a ganker. And so when you're the one that just explodes out of the shadows and just wrecks someone's face, alert's the way to go.
Especially Anubis lives in the Underdark.
He does.
Zipping around in these caves. Yeah, I love alert. My artificer in my home game, we built feet into the suit. Like it has weird little detection systems, detection runes. And that's how I've sort of built alert into the character.
I took that in my mind as we built feet into the suit, FEET, and I'm all like, well, of course, how else were you going to walk? But okay.
Yeah, that's smart, Joe. Real smart. Okay, so then we're going to class here yet because we're going to add.
We're going to add a class, and we're going to add fighter.
And then we got to add some spells.
Yep. We got to do some spells here.
Got some work to do. Yep. All right. 5 levels of fighter.
Yeah, we'll come back for the spells.
Yeah.
Because that'll.
We can do
that's a whole other conversation is the spells.
So we're starting here with fighting style.
Yep. So
we've already got 2 weapon.
We do. Let me look at what some of these do now, because you asked for blind fighting before, but I'm reading some of these here. See, personally, I like superior technique a lot because you get one battle master maneuver. And if you play your cards right, that can pay off very effectively. That's my vote.
Let's do it. I brought you here as the expert, sir, and I'm going to follow your advice.
My specialty is excess, yes.
So martial archetype, of course, we're going Echo Knight, right?
Yes, although there's somewhere along the way I didn't check something because it's not showing up for me. So let me go back here. I think oh, there we go. There, that's what I was missing. Perfect. Yes, Echo Knight.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And what is it
Okay.
about, just for the sake of this is also an educational video, what is it about Echo Knight that is going to pair so well with Gloomstalker?
Gloomstalkers, in the first round of combat, you move faster and you get an extra attack. For an Echo Knight, you can summon duplicates of yourself that also attack. And so in the first round, you can just blitz them where a whole bunch of you moving really fast come out and attack.
We are literally making the most pain in the ass anime sad boy, and I love him so much.
So when we did Pirates of Leviathan, we started at level 7, I think. And I asked Brennan if we could do 8 because I was going to either do Grave Cleric Assassin Rogue or Gloomstalker Echo Knight, and he was like, no.
You are not allowed.
You win this round, Brennan Lee Mulligan. For this one, I would take the advancement. I'd take Strength and Con advancement.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be like extra strong, you could just do strength. But I mean, for the most part, hit points are your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and usually, and Dex is always good, but Dex is good for Dex is good for initiative. We might come back to that. Let's see how the points break down.
Okay.
In general, I find with the like heavy hitter people, Dex is less important because a lot of times the armor will
handle it.
We'll handle it. Yeah. So
yeah.
Right.
So okay, we're here on a roll in this gent up for. Yep. So usually I like to roll or point by, but for the sake of just time's sake, I like doing standard array on.
I was about to say I'm a point by man, but that's all right. Well, standard array is fine.
Yeah, just for sake of time.
Yep.
So again, strength, constitution is kind of where we want to stay focused, and then our dex. We'll do next.
Just say 15, 13, 14, and then int's the dump stat, or charisma's the dump stat actually.
Yeah. Sometimes for flavor it matters to me, and as much as I'm like, but I want my sad anime boy to be be beautiful. Like, it's fine.
He can still be beautiful and just a aloof jerk
and just a dip. Yeah.
I dropped the wisdom and the 12 in wisdom and the 10 in intelligence because perception's wisdom based.
Perfect.
And then 8 in charisma is the dump stat.
All right.
And then we got a 17 strength and a 17 con. Yep. And then that's a good start. That's a good start.
Yeah. It's pretty solid. All right. And then let's see here.
Oh, background haunted one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
You've been through things. You've seen stuff.
We are in 100% agreement here.
Yep.
Love it. And then we get more skill proficiencies, so maybe some mark.
Of these two, probably investigation and survival, because Arcana and religion, it seemed like that wouldn't be this boy's jam. I don't think, but.
Well, and I was definitely gonna vote for survival because we've sort of been building flavor and background as we've been building this character, and they live in a cave. They live deep in the Underdark, sneaking around, no friends, no family, no love.
So probably undercommon. In I don't know, maybe drop a little primordial in there because there's elementals in the Underdark.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then equipment.
Equipment, sure, whatever.
The starting stuff, 2 short. I'm a scale mail, 2 short swords, Dungeoneer's pack. Boom, 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 boom. Add starting equipment. I realize we haven't done the spells, y'all, but we're laying the framework. We're laying the bones.
Yep.
Make sure to
starting equipment in.
Make sure to actually equip it. Got to wield it. People lose track of that part.
Yep. If you are subscribed to D&D Beyond, there is so much public homebrew that's crazy for you to dig through. If you want to give them a weird magical item, all that good stuff. If you want to just find some odd stuff, you can spend a few hours getting lost in that homebrew.
Talk to your DM first.
Talk to your DM first.
So
let's do these spells.
You want to do the spells? All right.
Let's do these spells. Let's do these Gloomstalker Ranger spells.
All right. Hang on. I went boom. Perfect. Okay.
So we got 4.
We got 4. Let's look at them.
And I'm a big flavor person for spells. Like, I know that some of these are, it's kind of like, why would you use that? But like, we have such a clear sort of vision for what this sad boy is now.
Yep.
I really like to sort of pick spells based on flavor. And obviously, if it's like, well, cure wounds is cure wounds, just figure out how cure wounds works for this person.
I'll make a deal with you. I'll take 2 and you take 2.
Okay.
I want Pass Without Trace and Hunter's Mark.
Done. Let's see here. Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
And let's see
Hunter's Mark.
Where'd you go? Pass Without Trace. There you are. Pass Without Trace is delightful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let's see here. Does Zephyr Strike stack with all this other ridiculous stuff that he's doing? Don't say it doesn't.
It's a bonus action. Production.
This is the best content. Everyone just watching us carefully stare at.
It should. If you use the bonus action for it, it should. Yeah. Well, no, it should.
All right, so I'm doing Zephyr Strike, and then just because I thought of it and it made me laugh, I'm doing Good Berry, but instead of berries, it's his tears.
Oh, sad berries. Perfect.
Right. I think so. Let's okay. Are we missing anything?
We didn't fill in some of the like background flavor stuff, but you'll see why we've done what we've done here momentarily.
Yes. Okay. Let me pull up this character sheet here.
And honestly, I'm gonna show you. You can scroll. Oh, I forgot.
Make sure are you wearing your stuff?
Yes, you get wisdom to initiative here. That's true. But that's all right because we gave him a higher. There's a version of events where I could see swapping his but Dex goes to initiative also. No, he's in a good spot. So here's what I want you to see. Under the actions, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you're gonna see why this guy is so great. Especially if you could cast
here we go. The manifested echo.
Yep. So you got your dread. So all right, you're already going to attack twice, right? Because you're a high enough level that you attack twice with the attack action. Then Dread Ambusher is going to give you an extra attack. That is 3, right? Then you use your bonus action to manifest you would use your bonus action opening up to manifest Echo. Then you've got 2 attacks for being a Gloomstalker. Then you've got for being a high enough level. Then you get an extra for a Dread Ambusher. So you're already at 4 attacks right there because your manifest Echo is going to attack. Then you action surge and you do it all over again. 2 weapon attacks, your Dread Ambusher attack, and your manifest Echo attack. In first round of every combat, you get to do it again. Just run them over.
I'm going to tell you this right now. If I was your DM, I would not have known better to tell you no on this. And then the first game,
power.
First game, I just would have been watching you do this and just over the screen, just been like,
That's without dropping Hunter's Mark on them. That's without if you put the Zephyr Strike on them. That's like clockwork.
Oh, I love this dumb sad angel so much. B. Dave Walters, thank you so much for helping me make the best / saddest Dhampir of all time.
He's just deeply regrets what he's become.
Oh my God, I appreciate it, man. Let me see if chat's got any questions in here. No solid questions about character chat, but let's see here. Prince of Bards asks, question for B. Dave: if Victor played D&D, what class race would he go for?
Prince of Bards, friend of the show there. Victor'd be a Sorkiden, paladin sorcerer. Yeah. maybe sprinkle a little bit of swords bard in there to kind of like weave it all together. But yeah, Sorkin,
But
100%.
but does he hold a candle to Anubis, the fallen Dhampir angel that lives in a cave and heals people with their sadness? Probably
No,
not.
100% of the audience would prefer the said Dhampir over the Ventru Sorkin. 100%. I've been doing this a long time. Like, there's people that are in love with that character now, and we created it in the last 10 minutes.
God, yeah, I'm so stoked. I've got to find a table to play this at, and I absolutely am going to.
I'm gonna drop a link in the chat to what I just made here. There you go. Feel free to use it to antagonize your friends here, folks. There you go.
B-Dave Walters, thank you so much for being here, man. I always appreciate you hanging out. Where can people find you on the internet?
All over the place. The easiest, I'm doing something almost 7 days a week. The easiest thing is to follow me on the tweetagrams at B-Dave Walters. The two biggest things are Black Dice Society, Thursdays at 4 Pacific on D&D YouTube and Twitch. Also, this Saturday, I should probably start hyping this at noon on my own Twitch, / B-Dave Walters. We're doing a World Builders one-shot with Anthony Rapp of Star Trek Discovery, Alicia Marie, Tanya DePass, Eric Campbell, Sam DeLev, and Brian, Urban Bohemian. Yes, are all we're doing that and gonna try and raise some money to help some people. Oh, shout out to Tanya in the chat there, Cypher Tier. Shout out to a homie.
Dude, appreciate you being here, man. And everyone, please do check that out on Saturday. That's an awesome cause, and it's an amazing cast, dude. So thank you so much. Again, Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, the world that I will be dropping Anubis into at some point, if only I can find a table, available for pre-order now on the DDB marketplace. There's going to be dice, character sheet customizations, all that good stuff. So make sure you get your pre-order in. And hey, we'll see you guys next time on D&D Beyond. Thanks, everybody.